want to say, want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Sham Yahushai. Right? The honors to the elder apostles of GMS that rule well. Right? Salutations to the brothers. I came out here doing this work in sincerity and in truth. Right? We're out here again to get these people warning at the times that we are right about now. Because we see that the Most High measure the world in a balance, and when he going on to, he coming to visit the world when that time is fulfilled. Right? And when that time is fulfilled, he going to visit the earth with thunder, fire, and give me Isaiah 29 and 6 for question.
This is Zephaniah chapter 1 and verses 14.
Right.
It says, the great day of Yahweh Ba'Sham Yahushai is near, and hasted greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man, shall cry there bitterly.
Yeah, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That is true. That is a nation of Esau, whatever the case is. But what it says is that the day of the Most High come bitterly. Right? It come quickly. Right? Go and tarry, wait upon it. A lot of people are saying that the times that we living in right about now, the Most High coming to visit this earth. Right? For the wickedness and the iniquity. Right? Especially America, the capital of wickedness. Right? Because why? The sins of that wicked nation has reached up into the ears of the Most High. Right? Well, this is 2 Ezra chapter 15 verse 5. Behold, say the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction, for wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Yeah, so the Most High said what? He went and send the plagues, right? Sword, famine, wealth, death and destruction, right? And the Most High going on do a dividend, because he going on portion out food for death, he going on portion out food for the famine, right? He going on portion out food for the dogs and whatever the case is, who for the nuclear bombs, and who for the chariots of fire. You understand?
Ezekiel chapter 5 verse 12. A third part of thee shall die with the pestilence, and with the famine shall they be consumed in the midst of thee. A third part shall fall by the sword round about thee, and I will scatter a third part of thee into all the winds, and I will draw the sword after them.
Yeah, like some of these people, when they flee from the city and they go into the next city, you understand, or they go into the forest, you saw when I send choppers and whatever the case is with the guns to shoot them up and whatever the case is, right? But he divided them in thirds, right? That 2/3 of his own nation going on that, right? 2/3 of Israel, because why 2/3 of Israel wicked, and they choose not to return unto their heritage, right? They rather pluck the skin off for them and you know who it is, saying that Africans 5% and all these kind of things. Right? Because why? They don't want to uphold the law. There's a stiff-necked and rebellious people, right? But it's whether they hear or they forbid.
Jeremiah 15 verse 3. And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, said the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the foes of heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy.
Yes, you understand? That's what the Most High when I'm bringing the destruction, right? Some people, especially some of these Christians, right, feel that when the Lord come back, that it will not be all merry marshmallows. You understand? But that day is a terrible day. Right? That day is a day of the Lord will not divide these people for death. Right? And you people won't consider your ways. Right? Lord to consider your ways. Right? Consider the things in well. Why you're going through the cell right about now. Right? You people rather pass on and shut your ears. Right? And the men of the Lord, when we are the Most High speaking to you. Right? These ain't all words. Right?
Ezekiel 33 verse 11. And say unto them, as I live, said Lord God, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked, but that the wicked turn from his wicked way and live. And turn ye from your evil ways. For why will you die, O house of Israel?
Yeah, why will you die, O house of Israel? Right? He's saying that the ways of the Most High not equal but equal. Right? Ezekiel 18 and 4 of Akosha. Right? Because why? The Most High don't like sin, he don't like transgression. Right? He set long order and he stick by the order. You understand? And anybody who sin against them, they shall be put to death. You understand?
Ezekiel chapter 15 verse 4. Behold, it is cast into the fire for fuel. The fire devoured both the ends of it, and the midst of it is burnt. This is Ezekiel chapter 15 and verse 4. Behold, it is cast into the fire for fuel. The fire devoured both the ends of it, and the midst of it is burnt. Is it meat for any work? Behold, when it was whole, it was meat for no work. How much less shall it be meat yet for any work when the fire had devoured it,
Yeah,
and it is burnt?
and that's you people. You understand? It wasn't meat for work because why there wasn't execution judgment here on the earth here. You understand? So guess what? You going and burn you people. Right? You people going and die. Right? 2/3 of you people who rather walk around being harlots in the street, homosexual. And if it is you ain't one, you're basically doing what? You're encouraging them in the folly. You understand?
Church. It's Ezekiel chapter 18 verse 4. Behold, all souls are mine, and the soul of the Father, so also the soul of the Son is mine.
Yeah, because scripture say everything under the heaven belongs to the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You understand? So all souls belong to him. Some people, like somebody who came here last week saying his life is his own, whatever the case is. You understand? But your life ain't yours. Because the same word in the Hebrew in the past goes back to life or soul. Your soul is the life. You understand? So say spirit, your spirit is what killing. You understand? Your body, your flesh profits nothing. You understand? Right? The soul won't belong to you. The soul won't belong to you. The life is not yours. Right? You always have to be continuing doing the will of the Most High. You understand? However you want to guide your footsteps, but you have to humble yourself that you ain't easier for fuel to the fire. You understand? A lot of you people going and be fused to the fire. A lot of you people going and die out here, and we can't wait for that day. Right? I know why a tsunami when Carnival Monday, Tuesday come. I know why a tsunami ain't just take the whole of Trinidad for Carnival Monday and Tuesday. You understand? And those that left alive, I know why martial law will declare the men of the Lord just go around with the blade and just start all that water that would have been in Port of Spain, all the Trinidad would have been a lake of blood. You understand? Because we fed up at this foolishness that going on. You people don't fear the Most High. Every Sunday, you people, ageable people who supposed to be teaching younger men how to fear the Most High. You understand? You people rather go boat ride. Big woman, all 40-some years old, wearing see-through dress. They saying all she crutch, she panty, however the case is. Right? I mean, my grandmother bugged out and she would I never see she come back herself on that. Yeah, go ahead.
The soul that sinneth, it shall die.
It says what?
The soul that sinneth, it shall die.
I shall be forgiven. What is it?
The soul that sinneth, it shall die.
The soul that sinneth, it shall die. You understand? A lot of you people saying what? Well, he gonna be pacified from a sins. You understand? He ain't going to study me. The Lord know my heart. The Lord know my heart. Right?
Yeah, because it was saying that basically he was saying right? Romans 14 verse 4. Who art thou that judgest another man's servant? To his own master he standeth or falleth. You understand? And like the scripture say, isn't two sparrows sold for a parting, and not one of them shall fall except your heavenly Father say so. Both sides control life and death, but you can't say my life is more. David said, you don't have the life in the Lord is like a pamphlet. You don't control everything.
You control everything. He's the creator. Right? Well, what do you mean by Illuminati? Just call him the head architect. Right? The supreme and most terrible Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right? Yahweh is his name, Yahushai is his son name. And you people out here don't forget that. You understand?
Psalms 39 verse 11. When thou with rebukes dost correct a man for iniquity, thou makest his beauty to consume away like a moth. Surely every man is vanity. Salah. I will not right now, Lord, punishing me and do beauty fade away. But I will basically know that we see some form of mercy because who basically love us and take all one time. But the scripture say I will not leave the all taken on punishment measure. So some man like David, Adultery is a sin punishable unto them, but the Lord never touched David's life for that. You understand? So the Lord might deal with like the two-thirds, the Lord dealing with the two-thirds, different from what the Lord dealing with the elect. And that is why we forever had to praise him and give him thanks for his mercies. His mercies endure forever.
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, who is we too? You understand that the Most High decides to have mercy upon us. I mean, Rabbi Shami Al-Shai is forbid. I would like to be a part of the hopeful elect, but just being here is a privilege. You understand that the Most High had mercy upon me to come out and do you studying that today. I mean, hey, I don't know who I was in the past, whatever the case is, but I'm grateful for this time now that I have an opportunity to come out here and serve the true power of Israel. Yahweh Sham Yahushai. Understand? That's it. We behind here, we don't know no other God. Right? We don't know no other power but the power of Israel, power of Yashrael. Right?
Lamentation chapter 3 verse 21. This I recall to my mind, therefore have I hope. It is of Yahweh's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not.
His compassions fail not. Right? So, chosen men, the men who he called. Right? I don't say chosen yet. The scriptures say, then we shall know who is my chosen. Right? Most we could do is have that faith that he's a part of the hopeful elect. Right? That is what we could do right about now, have that faith. That the most and thank the Most High that he take you out of this pit of darkness that we once was in. Because when you actually on this side and you watching people just passing across, it's like you watching people different. It's like these people, what going on, they're blind, they're deaf, they're what? Right there, the scripture call them the valley of dry bones. These people don't know what's going on. That's why we have to thank Yahweh Shami Al-Shai for his light. You understand? We was once in darkness and he sent our light.